All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into something pretty fascinating. I think it's
Okay.
trading psychology,
Yeah.
and we're going to be looking at it with this article from Binance Academy.
Right.
It's called "Trading Psychology: How to Trade Without Emotions." So we're going to try to figure out
Interesting.
all the hidden psychological forces that are at play when you're in the markets,
Yeah.
whether you're trading crypto
Yeah.
or anything else, really.
Yeah. It's funny because we tend to think of trading as just a pure numbers game, all about charts and technical analysis.
Right.
But really, our emotions play a much bigger role than we realize.
That's so true. I always think about those impulse buys that we all do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that like must-have item that you didn't even realize you needed until you saw it on sale.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's really your emotions like hijacking your rational decision making.
Exactly.
And in trading, like those split-second emotional reactions can be really costly,
Oh, yeah.
especially in like the fast-paced world of crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. And the article even points out how even like seasoned traders
Right.
can fall prey to these psychological traps.
Right.
One of the most common ones is like the get rich quick mentality.
Right.
People come into trading thinking they're gonna, make a fortune overnight, but the
Yeah.
reality is quite different.
Yeah. It's like thinking you can become like a concert pianist after just a few weeks of lessons.
Right.
Trading takes time, it takes practice, and,
Absolutely.
and it takes a lot of learning along the way.
Yeah.
The article highlights a real-life example of a trader who went all in on a hot stock tip,
Mm-hmm.
only to see their investment completely plummet.
Ooh.
And they let their greed and impatience just totally cloud their judgment, ignoring all the warning signs.
Yeah. That brings us to the classic duo, right? Fear and greed.
Right.
Those emotions can drive even the most rational person to make really irrational trading decisions.
They're constantly like battling for control of the steering wheel,
Yeah.
right? Fear makes you like slam on the brakes, sell at the first sign of trouble, potentially missing out on gains.
Right.
And then greed steps in, pushing you to chase those skyrocketing prices,
Yeah.
buying at the peak just before it drops.
Exactly. Yeah. The article suggests instead of trying to eliminate these emotions entirely, we need to learn how to manage them effectively.
Right.
So it's about finding that balance between fear as a protective mechanism and greed as a motivator to seize opportunities.
Okay, so how do you find that balance? It seems like a constant tightrope walk,
Yeah.
especially when you're dealing with the 224/7 nature of the crypto market.
Yeah.
It's like the temptation to trade is always there,
Always. Yeah.
like lurking in your pocket.
That's why the article stresses the importance of having a clear trade plan.
Right.
And even more importantly, like sticking to it.
Okay.
It's your roadmap. It guides you through the emotional ups and downs of the market.
But even with a plan, like those emotions can still creep in, right?
Yeah.
Like when you see everyone on social media raving about the latest crypto sensation.
Oh, yeah. FOMO, fear of missing out.
Right.
A powerful force
Powerful.
that can easily derail your best intentions. It's that feeling of urgency, I need to get in on this now before I miss the boat.
Right, right.
That mentality, and the article talks about how social media can like amplify that,
Totally.
creating a sense of hype and urgency that leads to impulsive decisions.
So how do you avoid getting like swept up in the FOMO frenzy? It's like everyone's invited to the party except you.
It goes back to that trading plan, define your goals,
Mm.
your risk tolerance, your entry and exit points.
Yeah, okay.
Before you even think about clicking that buy button. And remember, not every opportunity is right for you.
It's like having a personal filter to sift through all the noise and distractions and just focus on what aligns with your strategy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just as important as having a plan is learning how to control your emotional responses when things don't go as expected.
Because let's be honest, losses are inevitable,
Oh, yeah.
even for the most skilled trader.
Sure.
But how you handle those losses can make all the difference.
The article talks about the importance of viewing losses as learning opportunities, not personal failures.
So it's not about beating yourself up over a bad trade,
Right.
but analyzing what happened,
Exactly.
identifying any like emotional triggers,
Yeah.
and adjusting your strategy accordingly.
Yeah.
It's almost like treating your trading journal as a therapist's couch, you
Yeah.
know, helping you understand your emotional patterns.
That's a great analogy.
Thanks.
The article also dives into the flip side of that, the dangers of overconfidence after a winning streak.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a series of wins and start taking unnecessary risks.
Like thinking you've cracked the code of the market.
Yeah, you become invincible.
Yeah.
And that's when discipline becomes even more crucial.
Okay.
The article emphasizes the importance of sticking to your risk management rules.
Right.
even when you're feeling like a trading genius.
So it's about recognizing that overconfidence can be just as dangerous as fear or greed.
Yeah,
It's all about finding that emotional equilibrium.
absolutely.
Okay, but how do you actually develop this emotional intelligence for trading? It seems like a skill that goes beyond reading charts and analyzing trends.
Yeah, that's where the article gets really interesting. It provides some practical strategies for taming your inner trader
Okay.
and making smarter decisions based on logic, not just emotions.
Okay, I'm all ears. What are some of these strategies?
Well, one of the most powerful techniques is self-awareness,
Okay.
which is all about understanding your own emotional patterns and triggers.
So it's like taking a deep dive into your own psyche
Exactly.
and figuring out how your emotions influence your trading decisions. It's almost like therapy,
Yeah.
but for your portfolio.
Precisely. Yeah, and once you've identified those triggers, you can start developing strategies to manage them effectively.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, so how do we actually start developing this self-awareness that you're talking about? It all sounds a bit abstract.
Well, one practical technique the article suggests is keeping a trading journal.
Okay.
And it's not just about recording your trades, it's about noting down your emotions before, during, and after each one.
Okay.
So were you feeling anxious? Were you excited? Were you maybe a little too overconfident?
It sounds like that could really help you spot those recurring patterns in your decision making.
Yeah.
Like, oh, every time I get a little FOMO, I end up making like an impulsive trade that I totally regret later.
Exactly. It's all about bringing those subconscious patterns to the surface
Right.
so you can start to address them.
But,
The article gives an example of a trader who realized through journaling that they consistently sold too early
mm-hmm.
out of fear.
Oh,
So they were missing out on potential gains.
wow.
And once they identified that pattern, they were able to develop a strategy to manage that fear and
Yeah.
hold on to their winning positions longer.
Interesting. So journaling can be a really powerful tool for self-discovery and improvement. What are some other strategies the article recommends for managing those emotional triggers?
One technique that I found particularly helpful is visualization.
Okay.
So before entering a trade, take a few minutes to imagine different scenarios.
Mm,
What if the price goes up? How will you react?
right.
What if it goes down? Will you panic and sell?
It's like mentally rehearsing for the emotional roller coaster of trading.
Yeah.
By playing out those scenarios in your mind beforehand,
Uh-huh.
you're better prepared to handle them when they actually happen.
That's the idea. Yeah. It helps you develop a sense of emotional detachment
Okay.
from the outcome of the trade,
Right.
allowing you to make more rational decisions
Mhm.
based on your predetermined strategy.
Right.
The article also emphasizes the importance of setting realistic expectations.
Right. It's easy to get caught up in those rags to riches trading stories you see online.
Oh, yeah.
But the reality is that consistent profitability takes time, skill, and a lot of hard work.
Exactly. Trading is a skill, just like playing a musical instrument or learning a new language.
Hmm.
It requires dedication, discipline, and a willingness to constantly learn and improve.
Totally. The article actually compares successful trading to the practice of Zen meditation.
Yeah.
That's an interesting comparison. How so?
Well, Zen meditation is all about cultivating mindfulness, focus, and emotional control,
Right.
all qualities that are essential for successful trading.
Interesting.
It's about being present in the moment, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment,
Good.
and responding to market fluctuations with calmness and clarity.
So it's not about becoming some kind of emotionless robot,
Right?
but rather about developing the self-awareness and discipline to make rational decisions, even when the market is testing your nerves.
Precisely.
Right.
It's about mastering your inner game as much as your outer game.
I like that.
The article also highlights the importance of seeking out guidance and support from others.
Like joining a trading community or finding a mentor who can share their experiences and insights.
Exactly. Trading can be a lonely endeavor, especially when you're starting out.
Yeah.
Surrounding yourself with a supportive community can provide invaluable guidance, encouragement, and accountability.
Right.
The article mentions several online forums and groups where traders can connect with each other, share ideas, and learn from each other's experiences.
It's like having a team of experienced traders in your corner,
Yeah!
cheering you on and helping you navigate the ups and downs of the market.
Absolutely. Now, one specific aspect of trading psychology that I think is particularly relevant to our listener today is the concept of cognitive biases.
Okay, what are cognitive biases and how do they affect our trading decisions?
Well, cognitive biases are essentially mental shortcuts
Okay.
that our brains use to simplify complex information and make decisions quickly.
Hmm.
While these shortcuts can be helpful in everyday life,
Right.
they can lead to errors in judgment when it comes to trading.
So our brains are trying to be efficient,
Yeah,
but sometimes those shortcuts lead us down the wrong path.
exactly. One common cognitive bias in trading is confirmation bias,
But,
which is the tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs
right.
while ignoring evidence that contradicts them.
So if I believe that a particular cryptocurrency is going to go up, I might only pay attention to news and analysis that supports that belief,
Right.
even if there are warning signs that it might be a risky investment.
That's a perfect example. Another common bias is the sunk cost fallacy,
Okay.
which is the tendency to hold on to a losing investment
Right.
because we've already invested time, money, or emotional energy into it.
It's like that saying, throwing good money after bad.
Exactly.
We're so attached to the idea that we were right,
Uh-huh.
that we refuse to cut our losses and move on.
Exactly. These cognitive biases can be incredibly powerful
Yeah.
and can lead us to make irrational decisions that go against our best interests.
So how do we overcome these biases? It seems like our brains are almost wired to make these mistakes.
Well, awareness is the first step. Once you understand how these biases work, you can start to identify them in your own thinking.
Right.
The article suggests using techniques like pre-mortem analysis
Okay.
to challenge your assumptions and consider alternative perspectives.
What's pre-mortem analysis?
So it's a technique where you imagine that your trade has already failed,
Okay.
and then you try to identify all the potential reasons why it might have gone wrong.
So it's like a mental autopsy of your trading decisions,
Yeah,
helping you identify potential blind spots and weaknesses in your strategy.
exactly. By anticipating potential problems before they arise, you can develop strategies to mitigate those risks
Right.
and make more informed decisions.
This all makes so much sense. It's like we're peeling back the layers of the onion. Going beyond the technical aspects of trading to understand the deeper psychological forces that are at play.
Absolutely.
But what about those times when emotions do take over, despite our best efforts?
Mm-hmm.
How do we handle those moments of panic or euphoria?
That's where the article offers some practical tips
Okay.
for staying grounded and maintaining emotional control.
So what are some of those practical tips for staying grounded? You know, when the market throws a curveball, it's like you need a mental toolkit or something.
Well, one of the simplest yet most effective techniques the article mentions is taking a break.
Okay.
Yeah, when you feel those emotions starting to escalate, whether it's fear, greed, or FOMO,
Right.
step away from the charts, literally.
Like hitting the pause button,
Yeah,
go for a walk, listen to some music,
yeah,
do anything that helps you like clear your head and
exactly.
regain perspective.
It's amazing how a short break can just shift your mindset
Right.
and allow you to come back to your trading with a fresh perspective.
Yeah. The article also talks about the importance of having a support system.
Yes,
People you can talk to about your trading challenges and successes.
absolutely.
It's like having a trading buddy system.
Yeah,
Someone to keep you accountable and just offer a listening ear when you need it.
that's right. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a fellow trader in an online community. The key is having someone you can confide in and bounce ideas off of.
Right.
Someone who understands the emotional roller coaster of trading.
Because let's face it, not everyone gets the whole trading thing.
Right.
It can be hard to explain the mental and emotional demands to someone who's never experienced it.
Absolutely. And that's why finding a community of like-minded individuals can be so valuable.
Yeah.
It creates a safe space where you can share your experiences, learn from each other, and support each other through the ups and downs.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive.
It has.
You know, we've gone beyond just the surface level of charts and technical analysis to really explore like this fascinating world of trading psychology,
Yeah.
uncovering those hidden emotional forces that can either make or break our success.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you. And remember, mastering your psychology is an ongoing journey. It's not a destination. There will always be challenges and setbacks along the way. But the more you understand your own emotional patterns and develop strategies to manage them,
Right.
the better equipped you'll be to navigate the complexities of the market.
It's like we've been given a roadmap to our own inner trader,
Exactly.
guiding us toward making smarter, more rational decisions.
And the beauty of it is that these skills not only benefit you in trading, but also in other areas of life.
Oh, that's true.
The ability to manage your emotions, think critically, and make decisions under pressure are valuable assets no matter what path you choose.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question.
Okay.
Think about your own trading journey, or even just your decision-making process in general. What's one emotional trap that you've encountered
Mm.
that has held you back from achieving your goals?
And more importantly, what's one step you can take today to overcome that trap and make a positive change?
Right.
It could be something as simple as starting a trading journal, taking a break when you feel overwhelmed, or seeking out the support of a mentor or a community.
Remember, the power to make smarter decisions lies within you. Happy trading, everyone. Until next time, keep diving deep.